So, good morning all. In continuation to the experimental work of this semiconductor physics. So, today we are going to determine the size of a microparticle using the laser. So, for that we need an experimental setup in which we require a laser source, which is displayed here. You can see the laser source, and this is our slides. These are the slides in which we have placed a microparticle, actually a powder we have used here named as the lycopodium powder, and this the size of the particles of this lycopodium powder we are going to determine. I think it is visible now. And as this laser light is here, so we will as we will switch on the laser, so the laser beam will pass through this slide, and the laser light will be diffracted. Okay, so here, as it will pass through this the particles, so it will be diffracted. So what is the meaning of the laser? Actually, I think everybody know it, that what is the laser. It is laser stands for the light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. So this is the in simple words we can define the laser, the source which we are using here. So as the laser is passed through a glass plate which is used in this experiment, on which the fine particles of the uniform size, that is our micro size particle we are using, so that is spread over this plate, glass plate. So due to the diffraction, the circular rings are observed. Here on this screen, when the laser source will be on, so you will see the circular rings on the screen. So these are formed due to the diffraction of the light through these particles, and the circular rings are observed. Okay, so this is the diffraction pattern which can be obtained by using this. So what is diffraction? Actually, I think everybody know about this. Diffraction is a very often referred to as the bending of the wave around an obstacle which we are having here. It is our microparticle, and this laser beam will be bent through that particle. Coherent source, it is, I think everybody know about the properties. It is a monochromatic coherent beam of light. Okay, highly intense beam of light, the laser source which we are using here. So due to the diffraction, the circular rings are obtained, as I just show you on the screen. So if the radius of the first dark ring is r, it is represented, it can be represented by r. So small r we can take for that. We can represent the radius, okay, by this r. And if capital D is the distance, okay, distance between the obstacle, between and screen, in meter we will measure this. And if lambda is the wavelength of the laser light, wavelength of the laser light in angstrom you can have, and then you will convert it into this meter. So what is the formula that we will apply here in this experiment? So that is 2a is equals to 1.22 n lambda d upon Rn. Rn is the number of the fringe that we are getting, radius of the nth order dark ring, we can say. So here in the manual you can see, I have this manual also, and by the diagram you can see the laser source is this one, and the laser beam is passed as it is switched on. The laser beam is passed through this laser. This is the glass plate where we have placed our fine particles. Okay, fine particle, the powder which we are using here, so that is lycopodium powder, and the fine particles these are. So as the light will pass, it will be diffracted, and here on the screen you will see some alternatively bright and dark circles. So what we are going to determine, this is the radius of this is the center point, and this is our the radius of the first dark circle. Okay, this is the brightest one, and then this is our dark circle, and this is the distance from this source obstacle and the screen. Okay, this distance. So here you can see the distance, capital D is the distance between this, here is our screen to this obstacle. So let's say obstacle is this one. Okay, so that is the distance, and this is the tabular column which is displayed here in this manual. So we can note down all the values and get our observation by keeping the values in this tabular column. Okay, so for the first value, first observation, we can keep it at the different values. So let me note down this values, either simply by doing this we can complete our experiment by taking the observation. So let me take the observation, and then we will make the calculation part, and then we will have the result of this. Okay, so the observation part I am just trying to show you people. So here are the few of the observations that taken by this experimental setup. So at a distance of the 15 centimeter, 20 centimeter, and then 25 centimeter for the first order diffraction, second order diffraction for first observation, for second observation, for the first order diffraction and the second order diffraction. Similarly for the third observation we are getting this value. So what is the ring radius of the dark ring? So for the first one we have marked here as central point. So this is the central point one, and then this is the first dark point that we have observed when our source is zone. Okay, so in this condition we have taken the observation, and the observation that we collected from this apparatus which are given here. So finally it is almost